On Sunday, the 4th of June 2023, we travelled with our friends in the Barrow Transport Group to the rather exotic Charley Wood Industrial Estate. Situated in Kirkby, Merseyside, one of the units is home to the North West Vehicle Restoration Trust. The NWVRT was holding their annual Preserve Bus Running Day, which sees a variety of buses serving the local area. Our chosen vehicle was the ever-reliable Mercedes-Benz 709D 572. The Merc was parked between a more vintage Bedford Mini Coach and a Crossville Leyland National. From the Barrow Transport Museum, we have a Birkenhead Corporation Leyland Leopard. It has Macy bodywork. On the left is an Alexander Highlander Leyland Leopard, which we saw in action at the previous Morecambe Running Day. On the right is a brand new Irizar i6 Integral, recently acquired by Aintree Coach Line. Arriva had kindly brought over a selection of their vehicles to the event. On the left is Alexander Dennis Enviro 400 8301. In the centre is a brand new electric Volvo B8, and on the right is a Wright street light. From Stagecoach, we have a special Eurovision livered Enviro 400 MMC. It was applied to celebrate Liverpool hosting the 2023 Eurovision Song Contest on the behalf of Ukraine. From Town and District in Great Harwood is a Northern Counties Dennis Dominator. The event also saw some classic cars attend. Here we have a couple of taxi cabs and a vintage police car. A couple of friendly folk from the Merseyside police force were also in attendance with their Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. Tucked away behind the various stands inside the shed are more vehicles preserved by members of the NWVRT. From the St Helens Transport Museum, we have Leyland National Witness 1. Parked on the main road outside, we have this Metro Camel Wallasey Corporation Leyland Atlantean. Behind it is an East Lancs-bodied Leyland Titan PD2, and behind that is a Crossley-bodied Leyland Titan PD2. It was new to Liverpool City Transport in 1956. Parked outside Pat's Cafe is this West Yorkshire Foden NC from the 1970s. The NC initials probably denote that the bodywork is of Northern Counties. Here we have a Halifax Leyland Leopard. Here we have 3 Fishwick buses, and we start with this Fowler-bodied Leyland Tiger Cub. It was new to John Fishwick & Sons in 1970 and was one of the last of its kind to be built. Next is a Leyland National 2. Number 16, and finally we have a Metro camel-bodied Leyland Olympian from 1957. This is Leyland Atlantean 1055. This is a Merseybus MCW-bodied Leyland Olympian. Parked around the corner we have a Halton Transport Dennis Dart, a National Express Volvo Ailsa, Merseybus Leyland Olympian 238, Wallasey Leyland Atlantean 1788, and MCW Leyland Panther 1039.
1996 to the show.
Next, we went for a couple of trips out. For our first journey, we travelled to Prescott Station and back aboard the Crossley Leyland Titan PD2. Apologies for the less than stellar camera work here, however I'm sure you'll agree that it adds to the charm.
Service number, it was on service.
Later on, a few more vehicles showed up, from Blackpool and Optare Delta. From Preston Bus, we have this Volvo B9 Right Eclipse in a special livery celebrating 100 years of the firm, if you discount the short-lived Stagecoach takeover. From Manchester, we have a Bristol VR and a Daimler Feet line. From Great Harwood, the open-top MCW Metro bus. If you liked watching a camera being chucked about, here is more of the same from the rather firmly seated 1055. The bus was running one of only 2 excursions to Page Moss. For our third trip, we boarded 1039 for a ride around the industrial estate. A fourth bus ride took us back to Prescott aboard the NWVRT's Ribble Burlingham Leyland PD3 before returning aboard the Manchester Fleet Line 6990. Later on in the day, we saw this East Lancs Dennis Arrow. It was new to London Traveller Watford in 1998. The bus was acquired for preservation in 2022. Also later in the afternoon, we saw this Leyland Tiger and a Ribble dual-doored Bristol RE. Back at the garage, we have Arriva VDL Right Commander 2582, Potteries Motor Traction Optare Delta, and Alder Valley Leyland National 218. Overall, we had an excellent day out. The event was well organised, and credit to the NWVRT for putting on extras to the timetable. The weather was fantastic, and the journey there and back on 572 was smooth and uneventful. If you would like to be notified of new uploads from myself, please feel free to subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, pressing the like button would be much appreciated, and comments are welcome too. Thanks for watching and take care.